Hey guys, check this out. I bought a VCM muzzler, or a more technical term would be a VCM disabler. So if you've got a Honda vehicle, you know what the VCM is. VCM is variable cylinder management, and I just purchased a Honda Odyssey that has variable cylinder management on it. It's not a new Honda Odyssey, it's a fourth generation Honda Odyssey, I believe. Yeah, fourth generation. That's 2011 to 2017. So I just bought one. It's new to me. It's got 116,000 miles on it. And I have read a lot about VCM causing problems with burning oil, and then just generally causing problems with gumming up your piston rings, because it turns off the back bank of cylinders, and then it also has the ability to turn off, and I may be getting that wrong, but it can turn off one bank of cylinders and the injectors, and then it also can turn off cylinder number 3 on the front bank, if I've got that correctly. So that causes problems. This neat little thing that I bought here, this is the S-VCM controller. I got this from some guy in Canada that has been making these for a while. Basically what this does is it connects to your ECT temperature, so it connects to the ECT sensor, which is your engine. I'm not even sure what the actual C part of that means, but basically it's the engine temperature sensor. And so this goes in line between the connector to the engine the ECT, and then you connect this in line, and then you connect this this lead to your battery, and that's it. That's all you have to do. And then this has a microprocessor in it that adjusts the temperature of your vehicle. It's not really adjusting the temperature of the vehicle, it's adjusting the temperature that's being reported back to the computer. And so the VCM will only turn on, I believe, if the temperature is above 168. And don't quote me on that. But it basically essentially makes sure that the temperature that the computer is seeing is always going to be below the threshold for turning on the VCM. So that's how this works. And it just disables the VCM, it'll never turn on. And the great thing is that once you've disabled the VCM, your cylinders and any gum that has accumulated in the piston rings, that will start to go away. And then you basically should be back to what it was factory and shouldn't have any problems with burning oil. So I just bought the vehicle, actually just bought it yesterday, so I don't really have a whole lot of history with it, but I know I wanted to go ahead and get this on here as quickly as possible. So let me go ahead and switch over and I'll show you where it's installed. Alright, so now we're back over here. This is the Honda Odyssey, and right here is the sensor that we're going to disconnect. So it's right there in the center of the frame, right where the radiator hose is coming over to where the thermostat is. So this cable loom right here, we're going to disconnect that sensor lead there, that pigtail, and we're going to put the S-VCM disabler in line with that. And then the battery's not very far, so the battery's right over here, and we're just going to connect that eyelet to the battery here. So it should be pretty quick install. Alright guys, that was super easy to install. So here's where I have the positive cable, where I've got the power lead is connected to the positive terminal, and I just put another nut on here. So instead of, you could have just taken the factory nut off, and then put the power lead on there, but I just decided to put it on the end there and put another nut on it. So that's how I set it up. And then down here, you can barely see it, here's the power lead down here, and then it just kind of sits right in there. So you can see sitting right underneath here, underneath this this wire loom here. Pretty inconspicuous. I don't think anybody would really be able to tell unless they knew exactly what they were looking for. So there we go. I'll go ahead and give it a try and see if it works and let you guys know. Alright guys, it's worked beautifully. So we're driving right now, and I've been driving for about 5 minutes now, and normally the eco light would have already come on several times now. And the eco light hasn't come on once, so it's working perfectly. I didn't get any check engine lights or anything. In the instructions it says you might get a check engine light that you'll have to clear, or you don't have to clear it, it'll just go away on its own eventually, but I didn't get any check engine lights or anything, and it's just working beautifully. The VCM has been disabled, and I can drive my vehicle like normal, like it's meant to be, without any of the cylinders being deactivated, and I've got full power all the time, and it just drives really nice and smooth. Because what happens is when the VCM gets engaged, the vehicle starts, it vibrates. I mean, there's like more vibration, and it just doesn't feel right, because you know you've got a 6-cylinder that's now dropped down to a 3-cylinder, or may have dropped down to a 4-cylinder. So I'm really pleased. Inexpensive, and it worked out perfectly. Hey, thanks for watching the video. Bye.